What does it take to win on Sunday? Conventional wisdom will tell you that races are won in the pits. Think about this. When the top drivers are separated by fractions of a second, time is king. And there's only one place to make up boatloads of time: pit road. These guys are rock stars. They earn their steak dinner. When 1 second could mean the difference between first and 20th, the math adds up. Do you take 2 tires or 4? Do you short fill the tank? Do you play it safe or shoot the moon?
Stop going for it, Hill. Come running out.
These are mission control decisions. You can come in first and leave 10th because of 1 lug nut. What does it take to win on Sunday? It takes all hands on deck. It takes engineers and mechanics and enough stats to make a tax return look as easy as ABC. It takes a team and a fearless driver who fight for every lap.
We got that one, baby, finally.
That's what it takes to win on Sunday.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for the American Sim Racing League. It is playoff time. We started with 16. We are down to 8 with 1 driver fighting for 1 spot. I'm sorry. 5 drivers fighting for 1 spot here in the ASL Series playoffs. Sponsored by Clocks by Christopher. Also benefiting Infinite Hero, as well as Tampa SUV Rentals. Very much looking forward to tonight's race. Nashville Speedway. Looking forward to this one. I've only been to this place 1 time, and to be honest, I don't know what to expect here. I don't think many people really, truly do, but we're coming into tonight. Josh Connors, Adam Matz, Joshua Sharif, and Todd Guess looking for 1 spot. The guys that you see over on the left side of the screen with the C in front of their name, with the circle around it, they have clinched into the next round. The guys with the arrow are trying to move on to the next round. Who's it going to be? We'll have to wait and see. Todd Guess right now with the highest running playoff driver in here over Adam Matz right now. But Johnny Avila and Steve Unich, Bentley Glasser already locked into the championship round at Las Vegas next week. Looking forward to Vegas. That's going to be a fun one when we get ready to head to Sin City. It should be a good one. We will crown our champion next week after a long season has taken place. I do want to mention as well, we have signed back on with the ASL Series to cover their races again next season. Looking forward to that. They are making a switch, I believe, to the Xfinity Series, so that's going to be fun to call some Xfinity races. We haven't had that in a long time, but very much looking forward to that. Practice right now underway here from Nashville Fairgrounds, and we're getting set to roll here in qualifying in just a moment. We'll hop over. Let me know in the chat who you guys are pulling for. Very much looking forward to it. I don't really have a favorite by any means, but we'll have to wait and see who gets the victory here tonight at Nashville. Of course, Trent Ringler on top of the board right now. Todd Cray sits third with Todd Guest second. Jesse Bunnell right now in 4th. Jeff Unich currently P5. Adam Match, Johnny Avila, Josh Connors, Bentley Glasser, and Dwayne Hunt is your top 10. Looks like we got about 25 drivers scheduled to make the start here tonight. We'll have to wait and see if that is or does hold true. One thing about Nashville Fairgrounds, there is a big bump in turns 3 and 4. Look for a lot of drivers to actually try to get away from that low line, especially at the exit of 4. It can't cause drivers to mishap and send their car in a big circle, and you've just seen it right there. Look at the wreck. That could very well happen tonight. And if that happens, we'll just have to wait and see. That is a big one. 175 laps tonight, but this is a short track, so it will not take no time at all. 18-second lap times. The sun setting here in Nashville. As we get set to go qualifying here in just a moment, we'll hop down to the big track or the big screen, should I say, and get ready to go. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Congratulations to Alex Bowman for winning today's race at Richmond. That was an awesome win. I'm not much of a Bowman fan, but that was a pretty cool win that he got. So congratulations to him and the 48 team. But here tonight, we're going to see who makes the final round of the playoffs and try to get a clock by Christopher Let me bring up my stats here before I absolutely forget, because I got a habit of forgetting stuff. I'm just going to be honest. You guys probably already know that. I literally forget everything. You guys can follow along with the stats if you wish at AmericanSimRacingLeague.wordpress.com. They got the standings, they got a webpage, all that stuff over there. But right now, Trent Ringler, like I said, on top of the board. Ringler comes in here, 1 win this season, 4 top 5s. Have to wait and see. Hunter Waters, by the way, currently your points leader, but it does not matter. He is already locked in to the championship realm. But here we go. Qualifying, set to begin. Who are we going to watch? We're going to watch one of our playoff drivers actually head out, and it looks like that will be Mr. Adam Matson. The number 9 Ford Playseat Mustang rolling out here into the bottom. Let's actually hop on board with our visor cam. And then turn 3, you're going to see him run high and then shoot to the bottom here. You're not going to really do that in the race, of course. There is a big bump right there for, but trying to get as much as time as he can. See the current lap time down at the bottom screen. This will help you guys follow along with the times. And there's the bump into turn 3. He had to wheel the car pretty good. And he'll have to reset that lap here on the second lap. Let's hop over to Todd Craig, because we got, I believe he puts it in the wall. Bobby Jessica, which I believe is his fiance. Don't quote me on that. Oh my goodness, look, I brought up the wrong thing. Let me exit that. There we go. Who we got? Johnny out there. Number 4 car, and he's going to shut her down. Patrick out there as well, the Saltner. And that clock's by Christopher Infinite Hero, number 93. One of my favorite paint schemes in this series. I love the yellowish and purple tint to that car. It's just awesome, or the look of it. See how Patrick qualifies. Wayne Hunt on top of the board with Hunter Waters second. Master qualified third. Patrick kind of doing a smart thing. He wills it, but does he cross the line? He does cross the line. That's going to put him P5. Rob Jenkins. I know Judy usually watches here as well, and we'll see how Rob does here in qualifying. Looks like it's not going to be a great qualifying effort. Actually, may not have counted. It does not count for him. Waiting to see who else is on track. Actually, Todd Cray is back out there. And the number 21, Pets in Paradise. See what Todd does here. It looks like Ross Ringer also out. Jesse Bedell also out on track. Brent Adams looks like he's out on track. Actually, no, he was not. Todd Cray goes to 4th on the board in that lap, and I think that will end his qualifying time. Here's Trent Ringler into the wall, scrapes it a little bit. It's pretty interesting watching these guys scrape the wall here. So, a lot of guys having trouble. Derek Pemberton lined up on the grid right now, waiting for him to roll it as well. We'll be watching him here momentarily. Pemberton is rolling out now. It looks like units have, or Trent Ringler has qualified here, I believe, as well. So we'll watch Pemberton here in that Mountain Dew Major Melon pink number 82. I love that car, by the way. Overtake Motorsports driver. Still looking for his first top 5 in the series. We'll wait to see what happens tonight. This is a home track for Derek, so who knows? He said he just wants to finish somewhat decent. He'd be happy with that. He's learning a lot by racing in here. I can't tell you that. Just from a co-broadcaster standpoint, and then just a teammate in general. Good lap, though. That might be good enough. Oh, P7. And boy, they are close on times in this one. I will go to the time machine in just a moment, and you see here Derek locking them up there. Something interesting about this. Literally, I got to go all the way back to P9. The top 8 are separated less than a tenth. The top 7 less than a half a tenth. So, time-wise, this is going to be very interesting race. This could be a very close race. There's Jason Mullis. He's sitting on the pit road now. Don't know if he's going to roll out or not in that black number 35 Ford Mustang. We're waiting to see. Jeff Units, we're waiting to see if he rolls out as well. I think we may be done with qualifying. I'm going to go ahead and say we are done with qualifying just because we ain't going to have enough time to get anybody else in. So there's your lineup, and here's how they're going to roll out. Josh Connors, Dwayne Hunt, Hunter Waters, Todd Gray, Todd Guest, Jesse Bennell, Derek Pemberton, Joshua Surriff. I hope I said that name. Adam Matz, Patrick going to be rolling all P10. Good start for Patrick there. Levi Poland, Ross Canoe, Mark Jenkins, William, Steve Eunice, Brent Adams, Bryson Thomas, Bentley Glasser, and the rest will line up by default. I'm going to see if we can pull in Josh Connors. Just a second. Let me see if he's actually in TeamSpeak and talk to Connors here for a moment. Hey, Josh, let's had him up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Man, rolling off P1 here in a very important race for you. You're trying to move on to the championship round. You're going to be starting P1, which is going to be very important here. Talk us through, man, what's going to take to get it done.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not really sure because I haven't really been comfortable with this entire practice.
Right.
And in qualifying, I think somebody put oil down because that was probably the slickest it's been all night.
It did look pretty slick. I'm not going to lie. We know cautions are going to happen here. Don't know if green flag runs are happening, man. But how important is that first pit stall being you are starting up front?
I think it'll definitely help, and I think judging off of some practice restarts we've done, starting up front like this will definitely be beneficial. I kind of control the pace myself, not have to worry about running into somebody. So we'll see if that pays off, and fingers crossed. So we got to hit a home run tonight.
For sure, man. Hey, keep outfield bumps. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, buddy. There you go. There's Josh Connors and his number 15 Elwood Fire Equipment Company and the 15. That's a good looking car. I like that. We'll see if he can do it. Is that carbon fiber? Just out of curiosity, it is. That's nice. I like that. You see the number 19 right there beside him. At 19 could be somebody to watch. Just Dwayne Hunt. He's been getting better, it seems like, every week. So we'll see how he does. You never know. He may pull out a win this season, which would be awesome. And then right behind him, Hunter Waters, another driver that I believe, if I'm not mistaken, already locked in to the next round. No, he's not. I apologize. He is not. So that's a driver we really got to watch. So really got to pay attention to who's starting first and third in this one. That's the start of this. So I was talking to Derek pre-race. He was telling me, we're going to try to talk to him at one time under caution because he's our normal co-broadcaster for most of our leagues. So he likes giving insight what he feels. That a lot of other guys won't. But he was talking about possible wheel spin that could happen. We'll see, man. It's going to be wild. The lights are out here at Nashville Fairgrounds. We are set to get race number 3 of the American Sim Racing League, set to take the green flag here for round number 3 of the playoffs out of 4. For this event, it will be the number 15 of Josh Connor starting on the pole. He is looking to try to cash his ticket to that championship race next week at Las Vegas. Who knows what's going to happen? Pace car, truck, set to drop down. iRacing, please let us paint the race truck. That is something I really want to do. The race should be fun. It's going to be wild. It's going to be sparks flying here as we get set. Pace truck is in. Green flag set to wave here at Nashville. The field working out of turn 4. Green flag in the air. Green flag waves. Racing here at Nashville. Field heading into turn 1. Watch for early contact. That is something that we talked about early. Out of these turns could be devastating. Down the backstretch they go. Everybody looking clean and green so far. Here's the trouble turn. Out of turn 4, it is going to be Dwayne Hunt leading us to the green flag or to the second lap. He leads lap 1 up on that high side. It looks like the middle lane taking priority right now. So something interesting. I already see that middle lane moving as you see Todd Cray now putting pressure here on the 15 of Connors. Connors didn't seem very confident in the interview we just gave him, but he's still holding on to second as Huck still continues to lead the way here. Patrick out front, or a little bit further behind. He drops back a couple of spots now. 12, he stayed green. He was in a position battle just momentarily. It looks like that worked itself out. How about some three wide race? That's probably never going to work out here. Derek Pemberton sliding through the corner. Smoke on the tires. He keeps it rolling. Good save there by the 82. He gets it back rolling. Joshua now rolling the high side. This is Joshua Shrimp in the number 17. Todd Guess, another driver. We got to watch both of these guys fighting for that playoff spot here at Nashville. Guess looking to the inside here, right on the bottom. We got to watch that bottom side. We know it's very slick as they work out of turn 4 side by side. The 5 of Todd Guess has a wheel to the inside, of course, right on the bottom. You see him going up a little bit higher. That is trying to avoid them bumps as you're on board now with Joshua in the 17, running that high lane all the way up to the third lane this time. That may open the door here for Guess on exit. You see the Guess machine on the inside of that Mustang. This is 2 Mustangs, the Chevrolet of Hunter Waters right behind, following both of these guys. It's a great position battle here, a little bit further back in the, well, I don't want to say further back in the field, but there you see it. Joshua was able to hold that position. Adam Matz now working on the 7, almost hot close contact there between the 9 and the 7. Hunter Waters, both of these guys right now are guys that are fighting for the playoff position for the next round. Josh Connor sits 2nd, Joshua 5th, Todd Guess 6th, Hunter Waters 7th, and Adam Matz sits P number 8. So right now a big position battle all around. This is going to change a lot as this race goes on. Tires will start to wear out. You'll see drivers starting to try to move around, finding the line, but it does look like the car has tightened up a little bit compared to what we've seen in qualifying, which is way better than I think a lot of people expected. As you get a good look at Nashville Fairgrounds here, imagine having a house on top of the hill and be able to see a race like this. That would be awesome. Just saying. Now to turn 4. Here they go. It looks like Matt's going to fall back in line. So one thing I'm already noticing, the higher lane is where you want to be, it appears. Looks like Levi Poland here on the bottom in the 91. He's getting passed by Johnny. The 4 car that you see already locked into the championship, but Levi dropping back a little bit. A lot of these championship drivers, in next week, kind of just minding their business right now. He has moved up the spot. Here's Derek and Ross Dude. Derek almost getting into the side of the 12. Remember, them two had a run-in a few weeks ago. Holding his own here in P12. Here comes 24. May have a wreck going on. It looks like somebody saved it. That was Steve. We're trying to get a replay of what just happened. Oh, he hit the bump, and then you see the car step out a little bit from him. He falls in right behind Jeffy. Man, good race for Dwayne Hunt. He is out front leading Josh Connors. Jesse been out. Todd Cray right now fourth. 19 car pretty much on rails, but I have noticed the last few laps, the 15 car starting to come into his own here a little bit. Looking at Dwayne's stats from this season. 11 starts, only 2 top 5s. No wins, 2 top 5s. Looks like he's going to finish around 9th or so in the point standings this season, which is not bad at all with the caliber drivers that have been here. 9th is pretty respectable. Rob Jenkins side by side. This is for a position. Rob trying to take away the 14th spot. Jeff, Jeff actually looks like he has started to move up here a little bit. It looks like he does. On board now. with the driver of the 10 of Rob Jenkins. Helmet cam with him. See how much higher or lower he's running. We may have the battle right here in front of him. Derek Pemberton and Ross Goodman. You guys have kind of kept their distance about where they are right now for the last 2 laps. But waiting to see if Ross can pull out, try to make a move. We know it's going to be tough to pass on the inside. We've seen that plenty of times. So if you're going to try to make a pass, you're going to have to basically dive bomb the guy in front of you or use the bumper 20 laps in. I'm not sure if you want to do that yet. Looks like Bryson Thomason has on the pit a few laps ago. He is still spending time there, unfortunately, for the 68 Chevrolet. Rob Jenkins taking back the 15th spot from Johnny, it looks like. Ross Cadill had an issue, so did Jeff Unich. Never mind, maybe not. Jeff underneath the 12 car. On board right now. That's what Ross Cadill. See him going to that high line. You see the 89 clearing himself. Moving up to the 13th position. And it looks like Rob Jenkins is going to take advantage of that as well. As far as our top 5, Todd Cray is probably the closest one to running somebody down. He's trying to run down the 96. Jesse Donnell sitting 4th right now, the 21. Top on board with Cray. One thing about Todd Cray, very smooth race car driver anywhere, whether it's real life or on iRacing. You can see the wheel. Very smooth. You see the 23. That is Brent Adams in the 23. But one thing about Todd Cray, he knows how to save tires in these races. He is running the low line, which is very interesting. You can see them bumps on the bottom. We got some big news regarding this league. I cannot release it myself. I'm not allowed to say, so we'll have to wait till they make the official statement before we're allowed to put it out. But some big news, or so I've been told, kinda, being worked on. So, wait and see. Here's Adam Matz and Hunter Waters. This is for P7 now. Right now, if the race was to end, Josh Connors will be the one locked into the final 4. Matz working out of turn number 4, side by side now with Waters. Both of these guys have had a really great year, to be completely honest. Adam Matz, 3 top 5s and 10 top 10s. How about that? And then Hunter Waters, what can you say? 9 top 5s for the driver of the Hunter's Ride Pickles, number 7, Camaro. And yes, I said practice. He's got 1 win as well, but 9 top 5s. That's impressive. I figured you was around there. P14 marching up to 9th at the moment. Rob's starting to work his way up here a little bit as well. He's going to set his sights on the 82 of Pemberton. Derek's a big fan of Jenkins. I'm not going to lie. Both of them. He likes Rob and Mark. Both pretty good. So he's not going to put up too much of a fight. Oh, there's a door being put in the 82. He may not be too happy now, but that's just short track racing at its best, man. It don't get much better now. You see a lot of beating and banging around this place, but this is a mess back here. There they go. The 82 into the wall. The 27, the 24 gets a little bit. I think both of these guys actually just kind of lost it out of the corner as the first caution flag of the night comes out. We'll back it up. I don't know if they actually made contact. I think both of them just lost it at the same time. Oh, it was the 82. It came down on the 12. Definitely came down there and tried to clear himself. And, well, Derek Pemberton, he can't do that. Yeah, he definitely came down. I don't know if he thought the 12 would be that high up on the racetrack, but he definitely was. And there you go. And it looks like Pemberton has maybe decided to park it. I'm not sure if he did or not, but not yet. watch the 19 car. Dwayne Hunt into the box. Let's watch this 15 of Josh Connors. This is where pit lane's going to be very interesting for us to watch. You see him right there in that first pit stall. Will it be enough? He's pitting really weird, by the way. I'm just saying, like, there's really no stall there. But Dwayne Hunt was race all pit road, followed by Connors and Jesse Burnell. Jason Mullis staying out, by the way. He will pit this time. But it'll be Dwayne Hunt, Josh Connors, Jesse Burnell, Todd Craig, and Joshua Ray, it looks like, will come out in P5. Lisa Connors, and let's go Joshua. Or Josh, sorry. Not gonna lie, I am a fan of Josh Connors. Like, I'm dead honest. You know, at first he was really quiet, but after really watching him, he drives really smart. And I like that when I watch a driver. Kind of reminds you a lot of a Todd Cray. I know he's a little bit younger than Cray, but does remind you of the same driving style as Todd Cray. In my eyes, he does. And I like that. I think he can be aggressive when he wants to. But for the most part, man, he's really smart on the way he drives. He does remind me a lot of Cray as far as driving style. I think the most aggressive driver is probably Derek. I think everybody kind of knows that already, but I know a lot of people give Derek a hard time about it, but I will say this league has made him actually a way better driver in the official races by the kind of talent that's actually in here. So he's getting better every week. And it's showing. I mean, I will say that. It is starting to show. Just FYI, by the way, guys, race number 5 will be this Sunday from the Sim 500 League. We will be live from somewhere. I think we're going to be live from Las Vegas as well. I'll find out. No, but here we go. As we get set to go green flag racing here once again. Dwayne Hunt up on the high side, about to take us to the green flag. Watch for wheel spin. That is something we have talked about or heard about tonight. Green flag's out. Everybody gets a good start. Dwayne Hunt gets a fantastic start, however. He's going to be able to lead this field. We're going a little bit further back. Here's Todd. Yes. Oh, there goes the 96 around. Caution flag going to fly on this one. I do believe it is. Jesse Burnell goes around here, and somebody slams the brakes on right there. That is a 35. Jason Mullis. Derek Pemberton going to get the lucky dog on this one. Here is the replay of this. It looks like Jesse actually gets on the brakes a little bit, trying not to make contact with gas, but unfortunately, and I'm a fan of Jesse as well, especially he ain't done the best this year, I will say. I don't know if he has really, in the trucks he did fantastic. I don't think it's carried over here to the Cup side of things, but in the trucks he's done good. If he does race the Xfinity Series, he's going to do fantastic in the Xfinity Series, I think. I feel like with the tighter race cars, he does a little bit better. I think the trucks are a lot tighter, in my opinion, than the Cup cars, so Xfinity, he should be a really good driver, I think, and may have a chance for a championship. And by the way, the Sim 500, we will be at Las Vegas, so we actually got 2 races at Las Vegas this week. Plus, we got the Red Sox Racing Series on Thursday, so. Whew. I'm not going to lie, like, I've only done one broadcast here, and I really don't remember much about it. I know it was the 87 Cup cars for the Rays Energy Series that we did. It was daytime, I do believe. But I know the race was really good. But after really starting to watch these races here, Nashville is slowly becoming one of my favorite short tracks on iRacing. Just saying. That includes my home track at Bristol, so pretty awesome to see. here we go. Field's lining back up to get this one back underway next time by. We will cut the pace lights off. Get ready to go. Green flag racing here from Nashville. Just to FYI, with the field mileage situation, for people wanting to know. Field mileage here about 110 laps, give or take a little bit on out. So we're not quite there yet, but if we get around lap 60 or 70, could be the final pit stop for fuel anyways, but you're still definitely going to come down and take tires. I'm sure tire wear is pretty bad right now. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'm sure it's pretty bad. Green flag. You're out in the air here once again from Nashville Fairgrounds. Connors side by side, right behind Todd Cray is Adam Matz. Connors trying to hold on to P4 right now. So watching Connors, it seems like he don't really have a early run car, but it kind of comes in after about 10 laps or so, which is really interesting. William Kemp right behind as well in that. I don't know. Anyway, one of them coin cars at the O9. That's a cool looking car though, I'm not gonna lie. He is holding on to 6th place now. Here comes the 17th. There goes the 33 and Kemp, both up the racetrack. Mark Jenkins, Rob Jenkins, both up the racetrack. Stay in green. They don't lose too many spots. They actually hold the 13th to 14th position now. Dwayne Hunt is the man to beat tonight. Guess now up to second. If the race was to end now, it would be Todd Guess trying to win a championship next week. Todd Cray sits third. Josh Connors fourth. Adam Matz fifth right now. The top five. Let's jump back a little bit as a big field of cars right here with Mark Jenkins battling Johnny for that 15th slot, and then the 24 and 27 right behind. They kind of sort that out pretty quick here. Right now, there's Brent Adams in the 23. We got don't see no caution. Not sure what that was for. But Derek Pemberton and Brent Adams right now are racing for that lucky dog spot. So we'll keep an eye on that if a caution was to happen and when it happens. Might have a battle for third. Josh Connors started looking to the inside there. The 21 wasn't able to get it. We're right on board with Todd Cray right now. Great view though. This is probably my favorite view in all the cameras that we use. Love the roof cam because just the simple fact that you can turn it and you can actually see the bumps and you can see the line exactly to what the guy in front of them is running, which is pretty awesome. You see right here going into 3, you can see the 2 different lines. The 5 running a little bit higher right on that white line, but right there the 21 car really bites up off the corner, which is really nice. And then look at this, they actually changed kind of lines here in 1 and 2. Good run right there as well. 21 put a lot of pressure right now on his 5. Oh, right there, small mistake from Todd Cray. We may have a yellow, we do actually. And maybe Derek Pemberton, who has pulled it over to the side and has exited the car, and damage will complete. He is 82. Let's see what happened here. Made us lost here out of the corner. Didn't look like he had much help. Yep, it looks like he's just going to snap, and that's one thing we've seen a lot of. And unfortunately, that's when the 82 is not here tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds. So the lucky dog's going to go to the 23 of Brent Adams. He will be back on the lead lap in his Ford Mustang. Has came down with Steve units as well. Has come down to top off with fuel. I'm gonna be honest, this is putting these guys really close on fuel mileage to make it to the end. But I don't know if we're gonna have a long green flag run. It's just when will it happen. Alright, pace light should be getting ready to flip back off and get ready to go back green here momentarily once again. By the way, if you're in the chat right now, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, wherever, let me know your favorite racetrack in real life. Whether it be your local track, whether it be NASCAR track, what is your favorite racetrack in all of racing? I've asked this before. What is your favorite NASCAR track? But what is your favorite racetrack in all of racing? You know, I really don't have a favorite. I'm gonna be completely honest. You know, my favorite racetrack would honestly probably the St. Louis Dome that they put the dirt in. I think that's a pretty cool track. I really like it. I like the Chili Bowl as well. As far as tracks in general, as far as just in general racetracks, I think they're probably up there in my top 3, I would guess. But the green flag set to wave out, or wave here once again, as we wait for the pace car to drop, or pace truck is in. Green flag does wave. We are back to racing here once again. Good start there once again for the Wayne Hunt. We're going to watch the spectator cam here for a moment and see the racing here. Comes a 9 on the bottom. Battle of William Kemp. Good battle right there for the 5th position. Battle up front for the lead. How about Todd Guest putting side-by-side racing on? First time we've seen this. A big wreck in turn 1. It looks like we're going to have a yellow come back out in the air. And I don't think many people got damage from this. So don't expect a lot of action. This is a wreck. I don't think anybody got in the wall, but the two admins making contact here between the 89 and 93. Jeff done put Patrick, moved him up the racetrack. Everybody does a good job of avoiding it. Jeff Hughes putting it up with Patrick. That's going to go over well in the chat. Alright. Getting ready to go here momentarily once again. Oh, that's going to go well in the admin chat the next few days between Jeff and Patrick. That's the first time they're going to make contact, I think, all year. Alright, so it's about time for us to turn it up here on TRN, which is our weekly edition of that. If we can get a green flag run. If not, we'll come back from the caution. But we've had a couple of quick yellows here. Cautions breed caution, so we'll get it worked out here momentarily and get back to racing. We always do. Leading this one. It's been a good race between these guys. Dwayne Hunt's been really good here so far in this one. Guess has slowly started to improve. That's not good news for Josh Connors, Adam Matz, Hunter Waters, or Joshua 17. Not good at all. They don't get that front, but he may be trying to lock his way into the next round here in the championship 4. Pace car again, green flag, waving out in the air. We're green. Here from Nashville once again. Yes, going to lead us in the turn number 1 and 2. See Adam Matz right here working underneath the 17. It's a big position battle between these two playoff drivers. On board with Joshua right now in that 17 car. You see Adam to the side. You see the high line really getting. Oh, there's contact between the 9 and the 17. That came from out of nowhere. The damage. There is some damage right there. Let's check Josh's car as well. Josh's car looks okay, but Matt's has a little bit of damage. That right side passenger fender buffed back a little bit. Not sure if he had help or not. Don't see no damage to the back end, but definitely got him all out of sorts. Todd Cray has taken over second place. He is running down our race leader here as they go into turn 1 and 2. Cray looking underneath the 5. Maybe puts the bumper to the 5 out of turn 2. What I want to see. I want to see a little bit of bumping action, man. Josh Connor starting to show up here as well. Racing starting to pick up just a little bit here now. As we're side by side once again for second. Dwayne Hunt. After Todd Cray made a little bit of contact there with the 5. It kind of got Todd out of rhythm. And looks like Dwayne going to be able to take back that second spot for now. And he does. And we could see Jesse earlier. Jesse Bennell got involved in a wreck. Got spun. He is back up to P11, working on P10. We know he's a top 5 car. There was. He actually hit a little bump there. He's able to keep it going. Alright guys, it is time for us to step aside here and turn it up. Racing should be good for now. We'll jump back in if the caution wants to fly, which it may. So we'll be right back after this. Y'all enjoy. Watching Todd Craig put a lot of pressure on for this lead here on lap number 83 of 175. Todd Guess trying to win this one and march his way into the playoffs. Got a good chance right now. So far, so good as far as the racing goes around the racetrack. Big one right now is up front. As you look down at the 21. One thing I noticed, one thing Todd might be able to try here is kind of diving it in pretty deep, let the car wash up the racetrack, and then dive down off the corner to see if that would allow a run. But Guess pretty much kind of doing the same thing. Kind of running the same line right now as the 21 and the 15 as well. Right, there's a small run from Craig. Connors would love to see Craig take this lead away. That would allow him to work on Guess, which would be good because they are both trying for that final playoff spot. Board with Guess right now, out front, doing a nice job leading the field. Everybody's separated. Not quite yet. Everybody's side by side. Everybody's single file field. I see that. Johnny and Jesse Goodell going after each other right now. Johnny trying to take over that 10th spot. He's been riding around the 11th for a long time in that 96 spot. And whoa, he about did it again. After doing the same thing earlier. That bump out of turn 2 is one there apparently as well. At the start finish line, Johnny's still able to hold this lead. Well, able to hold 10th for the moment. Curious to see how these lines are changing a little bit. Everybody's still kind of running the same line as we did earlier. Nobody's really moved up to super high lane. I thought we'd have the car or two in the third lane, but we really haven't. It may not be there. We are past halfway in this. Jeff Eunice now putting some pressure on the 96 as well. Smoke on the racetrack, caution comes out. And I was trying to see, I don't think anybody actually went around. Happened right about here. Was it the 10? Let's see, was it Rob or, oh, it's a 7 and a 47 and a 9 gets involved as well. So this is interesting. It looks like the 7, the 17 make contact. We got to check some damage of some drivers. These are our playoff contenders. Hunter actually gets spun. That's what brought the caution out, but he actually does not get that bad of damage. Here's the damage to the back end of the 17, and Matt's got some front end damage from this as well. Yeah, it's a short track race. You'll be all right. Brings us down pit lane after Todd Craig, by the way, is out front now with the race leader. I was sitting there watching that battle we was on, and you see the 21 pit road, 4 tires for sure, down and away, and Todd Craig going to win the race off pit road pretty easily here. Jason Mullis coming out second. Oh, he missed his pit line. And I noticed that the 26 and Trent Ringler and Patrick both are staying out. We'll see if this changes. Will they come in here? Looks like the 26 is not going to, as the 93 as well. So it looks like Trent Ringler going to be your leader, with Patrick going to be second. This could be pretty interesting. No tires versus all fresh tires. Adam Matt's coming back down pit road, by the way. That's a big call here. The 9 going to give up all that track position to come down, maybe get some of that damage fixed, I would guess. Feel-wise, they're good. You see Matt's into the box, and yeah, it looks like a lot of damage repair. You should start seeing it kind of repair the nose a little bit. Maybe. He must have quite a bit of damage repair that needs to be done. Shame we can't see the crew actually working on it. Iris has allowed spectators to do that yet. Matt's getting some repairs, and he'll jump back up. This is going to be wild. Watch this restart. Wheel spin could be a factor. Things could be getting ready to get crazy here at Nashville. No tires versus a lot of tires. Green flag set the wave here at Nashville. Green flag is out in the air. No wheel spin that I've seen with the top two. Guest takes away the second spot. Guest going for the top spot. And definitely going to take that away. Here's what's interesting. 3 wide. Out of Nashville, Josh Connors, Hunter Waters involved. Caution flag waves. Hunter Waters not going to be happy. Let's see if he got damage. There is a little bit. Should be okay, but that is a playoff driver trying to make it. And it looks like Connors just got loose. Out of turn 4. We've seen that happen a couple times here tonight. Unfortunately, gets to 7 for Hunter Waters. Now, he will be okay. I do want to point that out, but he's got a little bit of driving left to do in this one to get back up there. All right, so Guest's going to be your leader at the moment. Did a nice job here. It's been a pretty wild race, I'm not going to lie. Fastest lap of the race is still Dwayne Hunt with an 18.565. That's kicking it. Over on your left-hand side, you can see the best laps of each driver. Left-hand side. Go back green. Here momentarily. Pace light's going to stay on at least for one more lap. We are under 70. Or sorry, we are under 100. We're about 76 right now. Right now, Todd Guest would be your driver to move on to the championship race versus Johnny Lola, Steve Unich, and of course Bentley Glasser. Four drivers out of tonight's race, 21 drivers still in it, and every one of them right now on the lead lap. Good now. Pace lights are off, ready to get back after this one here. Once again, we'll go high above in a blimp cam this time for this restart. Why not? Looking down at Nashville Speedway, or Nashville Fairgrounds, I'm sorry. There we go. Pace truck is in. Watch the line to kick off here. Green flag is out of the air. Still a car with old tires. You see it right there, stacking up the field. Could be interesting here as this race continues. Look at the gap that the 5 has. He is gone. 3 wide further back. You see the 17, the 10, the 19 there as well. Almost 4 wide out of turn 4. Patrick right there leading this little group. He's on old tires as well. Here comes Rob Jenkins now underneath Patrick. Going into turn 3. And Rob now up to P5. Oh, big wreck here at Nashville. The big one happened. Maybe not the big one. I thought that was it. I thought it was going to keep coming up. Patrick may be done in this one. And who else was involved? The 4 car of Johnny. Luckily he is already locked into the next round. There's the hard contact from him. Johnny right there as well. Check Patrick's damage. Yeah, unfortunately that's just old tires, not what you want to do. And the Infinite Hero number 93. Pit road is open, everybody's staying out. Once again, guys, championship race next week from Las Vegas. We just got to see who the 4 drivers are. All right, so we're ready to go back to it and do it here once again. Pace light's still on. Should we get ready to cut off here? As you get a look here at the front stretch here at Nashville. Looks like pace car lights are not going off just yet, so we will wait just a moment. Do it again. That's pretty neat. I've never noticed if they actually had the barcode on the inside of the tires or that sticker on the inside of the tires. Pretty neat. One thing I haven't noticed though, I haven't noticed too many brake rotors glowing red here. All right, here we get ready to go once again. Green flag is out of the air here. Back after it once again. Side by side with Josh Connors, takes away second from third. Now the battle is going to heat up for this top spot momentarily. This is the one I've been waiting on. To see two playoff drivers going at it for one spot to make it to the championship race. Todd Guess and Josh Connors right now wrecking behind. Caution may come out. There it is. It looks like Steven Guinness went around. He may have had some help on this one. Did he have help? Oh, yeah, he kind of calmed down a little bit. Kind of similar to what we see with Derek. And more piles into it right there. It looks like Ross Kavitsman got some of that one. And unfortunately for Steve, he is out of tonight's race, it looks like. But good news for him is he is good to go for the championship. So. All right, ready to get back after this one? All right, we're ready to get back after. Sorry, guys, I had to get in the bathroom. pace car. Yeah, we are. Green flag. Back and we're here once again. It looks like Todd Guest got a good start. Everybody right now behind him trying to fight for a position. Connor's Berger, the cool Todd trade for the time being here once again. Behind him, it is just a mess. You can see it right there. Contact between Matts and the 33 of Mark Jenkins. They get it sorted out. Ooh, that was close. Off turn 4. Looks like Dwayne Hunt is coming down pit lane. Not sure what that's about. Could be a penalty on the 19. Over on the left-hand side of your screen, you will see the caution flag coming out. I think this is another one of them caution flags that kind of probably shouldn't have came out. Let's see if we can see what happened. Oh, right there. Who is that? Oh, it was the 09. William Kemp. So, yeah, that definitely sure came up because here's what happened. Oh, Adam Matts involved. After just getting the damage fixed, here's a replay of it again. Just lost it off the bumps. This track is so bumpy. We talked about at the beginning of this. The track's absolutely horrible when it comes to bump. But you see some damage back here once again on Matt's car. And Adam does a lot for this league. He's going to have his hands full trying to review the penalties in this one. Looks like Rob Jenkins coming down pit road. Nobody else. Well, Jason Muller and Kemp coming down pit road. So we'll get ready to go here once again. Here we go. As the lights should be getting ready to go out here on the pace truck this time. They will this time. And we will get ready to go back green flag. 130 laps here in the final race before the championship round. We get set to go green here momentarily once again. Set to get this back underway here once again. Let's get ready to do it as Todd Guest, Josh Connors, Joshua Smith. The top 4 now are all drivers trying to make the playoffs. We'll say 4 in the top 5 because Todd Cray is in there as well. Trying to make the next run of the playoffs, and here we go. Side-by-side racing. Joshua with a big run out of turn 2. Joshua takes second away. Connors falls back to P3 for now. Remember, we seen this earlier with Connors, and his car did not get going great from the beginning. So here he is still battling for that second spot as Todd Guest loves what he sees behind him. This is exactly what he wants. Oh, a little bit of wiggle there from the 17. Here comes Hunter Waters. Remember, we seen Hunter actually get turned earlier between himself and maybe the 15 as well. Here they are side by side once again. Looks like Connor's going to give that spot away and take back the middle of the high lane. I think he did not want to run where he was. Todd Cray falls back to P5. Todd Guest is out to a 1 second. Never mind, that goes in pretty quick. 6/10 of a lead now. Big wreck behind him. And caution flag. And it looks like it was a one-car incident. Once again, I just heard a car wreck. So 93 slams the wall pretty hard here. Unfortunately, still a lead lap though. But that brings out a caution. I don't know. Let's see the replay of this. Looks like the 10 may have tapped in here. Yep, just got into him a little bit. That's going to be a tough one for the race Adams. So I will say, I think this is their most cautions this season, which is kind of hard to believe, to be honest. Don't hold me to that. Last week we was at Pocono. Steve Eunice win the race. I will tell you guys something about next season that I can't tell you all. Actually, you know what? I can't tell you all. But they are putting on those special races, which will be fun for everybody. I can give you a hint on one. We are going to the Circuit of the Americas road course, which is going to be fun. I think it'll be fun. May not be fun. Much what you say. We actually start the playoffs from what I'm looking at on my birthday in August. Can't tell you, there's a few tracks on here that we've never been to, I don't think. So that's going to make things fun. I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything, so I'm not going to give it away or anything like that, but the schedule should be coming out here very soon, I would guess. All right, here we get ready to go once again. Can the 17, the 15, the 7, can they take this one away? Top 4, we'll call it top 5 of our playoff drivers in the top 6, trying to make it to the next round. A lot of beating and banging still left to be had, I do believe. But again, lap 140, 36 laps to go in this one. Last 20 laps of this one should be very exciting, I believe. Watching Joshua Sharif right now. I say Sharif, I think it's Sheriff. Anyway, watching Joshua right now. Getting ran side by side, and a yellow once again, and it is Rob Jenkins here. And he has taken straight. Oh boy! Well, this is interesting. Let's see. Contact with himself and lost two. Oh, he hit a barrier. Okay. Alright. There's no way in real life that would happen. Just pointing that out right now. That car would never flip in the first place here, I don't think. But no, especially like that. Just want to point that out. iRacing, come on now. I just ended that man's race for no reason. Wow. Here we go. This race was a little bit wilder than I expected. I knew it would be kind of wild. I think everybody had an idea on that. It's been a good one. Alright, pace light is about to flip off here once again. And there we go. And here we go. Here we go. Green flag is out in the air. Side by side for second. Here comes the 15 rolling the high side, trying to take P2 away. He does. Now, can Josh Connors run down Todd Guess? That's going to be the question. Can Guess hold off the rest of this field? Todd Guess this season, only one top five, no wins, but here he is trying to make it to the championship round. And he likes the cautions that he sees. It's just taking it down for him. He's got a hard charging Josh Connors behind him. He had a slow car as well further back. Looks like they was able to get it going again. Unfortunately, that was Jason Mullis, who is running up to 14th now. Starting to work his way up a little bit. The big position battle here is Adam Mathis. We got another yellow out. Rob Jenkins. The 10 car now has went around. So a bad day for this 10 car. Remember, we seen him flip a few moments ago, and here he goes into the corner and snaps around on him. That brings out the yellow here once again. So Guess is going to have about 20 laps or so to see if he can win this. So we'll get ready to restart here once again, hopefully. See, these paced laps are really helping at 5. He really likes that because his restarts have been really good, and that's really helping him a lot. But he's doing work right now, like with the restarts. Here we go. CFO Todd Guest can hold off Josh Connors. Here's what's interesting. So, really, the inside line's not really going. You got to watch Hunter Waters here on this start as well on a 7 car. So, we'll see what happens. Green flag out of the air. And, well, we just mentioned it. Gotta watch the 7 car. Hunter Waters takes away, not so much, 3 wide behind them. 17 in a tough situation right there. Did not get a good restart. Hunter Waters is going to try to take second. He really drove into turn 3, and he clears out of turn 4. Hunter Waters second. Single file, 5. Well, we'll say 4 right now. Single file. Trent Ringo has come from out of nowhere, by the way. Just want to point that out. He's done a good job in at 26. And, better watch him. He's got a little bit fresher tires, I believe, than the rest of these guys in front of him. And you see him right there taking away the 4th position. Maybe from Jesse. We're waiting to see. Watch the exit. Not yet. Big wreck into 1. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know what just happened. Here's a replay. That was a hard wreck. Jesse on the bottom. 26 just came off the wall and into him. 9 gets some of it too, and unfortunately that's probably going to end up ending Adam's chances of a championship run. That was a hard wreck. So this is going to come down to about a 10, 11 lap shootout or so. Like now Hunter Waters is going to be restarting second. Like them guys behind him really needed to go green. Guess really likes this because he's able to dictate these starts and it's really helping him being out front. Because he can kind of get away pretty quick from them. We'll see how many laps left when they actually start doubling up here. Go. 11 laps to go. The green flag set to come out. Here once again as the field works down the backstretch here in the turn 3. Now I will say right now there are 19 drivers out of 25. We'll call it actually 18 drivers out of 25. Adam Matz unfortunately not going to make the championship round after towing the pit road and has been sitting there for a few laps now. Green flag is out of the air. So the 7 made pretty quick work here, got around, and was able to get clear. Big wreck in the backstretch. Caution's out again. Wow, these guys are having trouble here. This is one of the craziest races we've been in with them. I'm not sure who's actually involved. Oh no, it's one of our playoff drivers though. Man, this actually happened up in front of him. 19, I believe. 12 and 19, the 33 got a little bit. The 93 gets some of it. The 10 gets the 17, sends him around. Going to be honest, I think it's going to be tough for any of these guys to get around gas with the yellow that we are having. It is going to be very tough. go green probably with about 6 laps, 5 or 6 laps to go. If you're Hunter Waters or Josh Connors, you really got to get a good restart here and send it in. You're going to have to move that 5. A lot of people might not like that, me saying that, but it is true. That's the only way that you're going to be able to go on to the championship. Granted, the 5 will remember that at the championship if you do, so there is that. If you're Todd Guess, you got to do exactly what you've been doing. The restart game has been your friend. By the way, 15 cars on the lead lap now. As the pace lights are set to flick off this time. I think, yes. We are doubled up here. So we will come to lap 171. 5-lap shootout. Now we could go overtime. Don't put it past anybody right now. We've seen some cautions come out and back, especially in the last 50 or so laps. A lot of cautions. So don't put it past a possible green white checker. If the white flag was to come out, caution would be over. Green flag out of the air. Wheel spin on the 7. They are side by side. Todd Gray takes second. That is the buffer. We may have a wreck. Caution is out. And the 93, once again, not very happy tonight. Unfortunately, Patrick. On the 12 got wheel spin. 35, 17. Ugh. Green white checker time here at Nashville. So the field rolling up to catch the pace car. Here we go. Pace light should get ready to shut off this time, I think. But it will be an official green-white checker here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Would you expect anything less? Right now, the guys still fighting for that championship that is on the lead lap. Todd Guess, Hunter Waters, Josh Connors. And then, forcing back in 13, Joshua, who's up front a lot in the 17. He's 13th right now. Needs a little bit of help. But who knows? Seen some crazy stuff happen. We will shut off the pace lights this time, I do believe. Double them back up this time. Ready to get this one underway. Green flag set to wave. As pace truck is in. Green white checkered intent number 1. Green flag is out in the air. Can Josh or Todd Guess win this race? Todd Craig going to send it in deep. He still wants to win. That'd be okay with Guess as long as. Big wreck behind him. Hunter Waters involved. Caution flag's going to come out. Caution is out. Yep, there's the big one. Hunter Waters chances for a championship run, unfortunately, going to end after himself and Josh Connors make contact. Everybody getting involved in this one. A lot of championship drivers trying to make it, unfortunately, going to get involved. So that will set up Todd Guess. This is his race to lose now. This is his championship to lose now. Josh Connors looks like he is out of the race. Hunter Waters is still in it, but a lot of damage on that race car. On the back end. Todd Guess has done this a lot tonight, so we'll see. They do fix it up front, but can he go on to win this race and cash his ticket to the championship round? Definitely working in his favor now. Even if he gives up the lead, he will be okay. But I will give Todd Guess a lot of credit tonight. He has ran a great race. Despite the yellows, he's done a good job. No wins this season, no poles at all as well. On one top 5, he's looking to get a big upset here tonight in Nashville and cash his way into Las Vegas, where he may have a chance to win that championship, I do believe. Lights are off. We make it to the white flag. Race is official, no matter if the wreck happens or not. Only 12 drivers on the lead lap. That is it. Josh Connors, unfortunately, done for the night. He will not make the playoffs. Or next round of the playoffs. Pace truck going to drop in. Watch for the restart. Green flag. Another solid restart. Here comes, looks like Mark Jenkins up to third. He does. He takes third away. Good job there for him. We got a slow car on the bottom, as Ross could do. Mark putting the block on. Out of turn 4. White flag going to be out this time for Guess. Can he make it? One more lap. Race is official. Todd Guess out of turn 2. Gets loose out of turn 2. Still able to keep it going the right direction. Todd Craig closes the gap in out of turn 4. Guess will cash his championship hopes here at Nashville. He moves on to the round of 4. Todd Guest picks up a big victory here tonight. He moves on. Todd Craig, Mark Jenkins, your top three. Unfortunately, Joshua Hunter and Josh Connors, Adam Matz all eliminated. Your championship 4 drivers will be Todd Guest, Johnny Avila, Bentley Glasser, and of course, Steve Unich. As you see, the celebration is happening here for Todd Guest and the team. See if we can pull Mr. Guest in. Hey, Todd, it's Adam up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I got you, Adam. Go ahead.
Man, you needed this one. A lot of pressure being put on you championship guys tonight, trying to make the next round for that championship. No wins this season, only 1 top 5, but, dude, domination and them restarts was fantastic by you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This track here, the restarts are so important. And it's awesome to start in the first position so you can control the restart. But it's a very important track to be able to do that. But yeah, those cautions really helped me, man. A lot of fast cars out here tonight. The 21, the 17 was up there battling with us for a while. The 19 was quick, and then there at the end you had the 15, the 7. But man, I'm so glad to finally get that first win with this group of guys. It's very competitive, and so glad to be going to the next round.
You've had a lot of momentum in previous races, just it hasn't worked out the way you really wanted it to. Next week, Las Vegas Championship, man. How do you feel about Las Vegas and the championship? Do you like the track? You definitely got a chance. Are we seeing that tonight?
Yeah, I do like the track. I've ran there. I ran pretty good there in the past. I don't know how I'll compete with those guys like the Steve and some of those other guys that's locked in. They're really quick. But if everything goes right, I think I can be competitive, and hopefully I can run a clean race and be there at the end.
Man, congratulations on your first win. You scared me a little bit, by the way, when you exited turn 2 a few moments ago. Seeing the back end kind of get loose. I was like, oh, no. But either way, dude, you did a good job. Shout out to all that. First win.
Yeah, I scared myself, dude, coming out of that second. Which with Todd Craig back there, he had fresher tires, and so yeah. I was looking at him in the mirror, saying, "Man, I hope you don't catch me." But yeah, thanks to everybody in this group, the league, Jeff and Steve, all the guys that put this league on. Thank you for doing the podcast, and it's awesome, man. Glad to get that first win.
Hey, go get to the championship next week, dude.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, buddy. There you go. Next up, we're going to talk to, if I don't hit the wrong button, Mr. Todd Cray finishing in P2. Todd Cray had an up and down night all night, but battling back to finish P2. He's got to kind of be happy, I think, somewhat with that. P2 tonight for Mr. Todd Cray. Todd, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got you.
Man, pretty good race by you. It's kind of up and down. You was up front. You was back in 6th or 7th. I mean, up and down night. A lot of cautions in this one, but battling back, finished second. Not a bad night.
Yeah, actually, got through there. Had a pretty good qualifying spot. Was happy with that. Give and take throughout the race. Tried to keep a clean car, and then we got a chance to play in some pit strategy there with some fresh tires, and really could have used some more green flag laps to let those tires, kick in. But Todd was on point tonight. I had my shot up there, got to the front row, and starting off that bottom line is just nearly impossible to make it happen. I need, but we had the tires, but Todd slipped a little bit going down the backstretch, but we just weren't close enough. And through all that, I seen those guys are running for the chase. So I try not to get into Bob too much, but at some point when the opportunities open up, you got to take them.
Got to try to get it, that's for sure, man. Second place tonight, of course, another good run. Man, the bumps here, like the bumps out of turn 4, that had to upset the car a lot. I rode on board with you for a few laps, especially about the middle of the race, and you had to be really sensitive with the steering wheel, it looked like. Yeah,
it was a lot of throttle control. So easy to overdrive it. You just, you got to look behind you, too, because a lot of guys are driving in harder than I was. So it's just really, we had a good first half of the race there. It was really fun. Got a little crazy there at the end. Like I said, we could have used some more of those green flag laps there. We might have had something for them.
For sure, man. Shout-outs and all that. Solid finish here tonight.
Yeah, I'll just throw it out through GTR, American Racing League, for those guys putting everything on that they do, and Trackside Racing Network, cousin Jess. That's about it. So show up next week and try to spoil it.
I'm an idiot. I said fiance earlier. Now I feel bad. I forgot. Either way, good job, man.
All good, buddy. All good, buddy. Yep.
Next up is the interview I've been happy to have, Mark Jenkins. Now, this guy had a wheel of deal all night. Marcus had him up in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you, buddy.
Man, you was working hard tonight, dude. Like you was pretty much top 10 for a long time, and you gotta be really happy, I think, with third place because you, like I said, you was top 10, right outside top 10, but you started working your way up, finishing third. That's good.
Yeah, I'm tickled to death. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and that was the case tonight. Just able to somehow drive through all the wrecks, a lot of cautions, kind of made a mess of it. We all made a mess of it there towards the end, but yeah, man, so glad to finish in the top 3. It's been a long year for us.
Yeah, it has been a long year. We talked about you earlier in this race, how good you and Rob did in the trucks, and the Cup cars maybe not as great as you all hoped for. But, man, talk about driving this racetrack in a Cup car. It started off really good. Late in the race, it looked like the track actually was changing quite a bit, and a lot of cars was just spinning it.
Yeah, I mean, I was scared to get on the throttle until I was on the straightaway all night, and actually it kind of got a better feel towards the middle and later stages in the race. But yeah, man, you had to be up on the wheel racing here in Nashville. Fun track, but lose focus, man. It can get ugly quick, as you saw.
For sure. Dude, I know a lot of people are probably happy you're top 3 or top 5 or whatever, but that's pretty awesome. Good job tonight, dude. Shout out to all that you want to give out. You did a great job.
Oh, yeah, just want to give a shout-out to my teammates. Michael wasn't here. I want to give a shout-out to Rob. He had a good run going. Things happened to him. And all these guys out here. It's a fun group of guys to race with. And appreciate the Yanich brothers for all they do. And Pat and Adam and everybody behind the scenes. Thank you.
Hey, man, good job. I know a lot of people is happy for you. I know Judy's over cheering for you, so good job tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
All right, man. Thank you.
There you go. There's Mark Jenkins. He's going to finish in P3. A solid race here tonight. I actually enjoyed it. I know the cautions got a little rough there at the end, but Todd Guest going to be moving on with Johnny Avila, Bentley Glasser, and Steve Uniter, Championship 4. We're going to get some interviews next week from them guys. Hope everybody enjoyed the race. We'll be back live Wednesday. Y'all have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless. I'm going to bed.